Alrighty, so I actually forgot to film an intro for this video that you're about to see, but essentially I'm just putting the ramp together and having a session on it. I extend the first landing deck and add a quarter on one of the ends, and on the other end I build the landing deck into a box jump. So with that out of the way, let's just get straight into the video.
Love has burned straight to the ground. I swear to you. What makes you think we dream about each other honestly? I think we're fine and broken. Now I see there's no such thing as forever broken free. 'Cause now you're just so hollow inside. Won't sing tonight of those simple words to make you mine. You hide behind your words. Who are you now? I've got to know. Try to tell myself this love is true. Oh, what a lie. Haunting memories of what you.
Just finished up extending the deck. They're different size plywoods, but that's fine because I'm going to use the bike on it mainly. So now I've got all this extra length. So now I'm going to drop in up here and then I'll be able to go out of this flyout. It's actually a lot longer than it looks on camera. It's full 3 sheets of plywood long. So essentially longer than the flat bottom on the ramp. But yeah, so now I'm going to try and get a few riding clips on it. Alrighty, as you just saw, I kept nearly dying because of the brakes, because the brake lever scares me every time I catch it. So I'm gonna grab a couple shifters and stuff and rip my brakes off.
And regret, yeah, you didn't feel much. 'Cause the pain is the only thing you want. Red blood stains the corners of your mouth, and your heart beats straight, yeah, it's pushing it out, and you don't give a shit. No, you're not getting out of it, you're going down. Your lie is so much louder than mine. Won't sing tonight of those simple words to make you mine. You hide behind your words. Who are you?
Okay, I finished my sketchy creation here. I put the coping on the ramp and laid down all the sheets, screwed them down, and then at the bottom it stuck over, and I am not putting a flat bottom there yet because I can't afford the rest of the plywood sheets, so I just stacked up a bunch of old boards and screwed them down. So now it's going to be a little drop off at the end of the quarter, but she'll be right. So, and also up the top here on the ramp there's a bit of a gap behind the coping, but that'll be right because I'm going to be riding the bike on it for a bit, and then yeah, so I'm going to fill that in probably tomorrow and then continue on doing something, but for now I'm going to get a riding session in. Oh yeah, it worked. So now the next plan is to try and manual from that coping all the way into the next one. Alright, let's send it.
Don't you wanna tell me your name? Feels like you got a lot to say. See you looking my way. Been waiting for you all day. Telling me you're one of a kind. Cold-blooded California dime. You working it right. Shot caller got golden eyes.
Yes, I got the manual. So now I'm just going to keep mucking around on the ramp for a bit, and I might put a few clips in from tomorrow when I get up, and I'll keep riding it in the morning sometime, so I'll see you then. I've just started building a landing for my box jump. So originally this was I was going to use this piece here to extend this into a longer deck so I could drop in and then jump out of that. But instead I've decided that I'm going to use this as a landing so I can do 360s and stuff over this and use it as a box. So I started off, I screwed some sleepers into the sides with some big screws. I got them here. I used a couple of these in each side to hold the sleepers in. And then I put 4 screws with the shorter versions of those to hold the actual frame in the middle up itself. I did that on both sides, and now I'm going to get another sleeper as well and chuck that in the middle. But first I think I'm going to start pulling apart the other quarter so that I can get all the little beams like this to continue it down to the ground. And then at the bottom it's just going to come to the end of the sleepers, so then I'm just going to pack that a little bit with dirt, seeing this is mainly just going to be ridden on a bike anyway. So alrighty, I've added these 2 little frames that we made up underneath, and now Dad's just cutting a support for the middle there because it's sagging down because of the joint over there where it's broken, and put a few braces in under here, put 3 of them in to make sure she stays nice and strong and doesn't flex down too much when I'm riding her. So now we're going to chuck the plywood on top of this, then put some dirt at the end, and should be good to go. Alright, so I finished surfacing this. It's only got thin ply on most of it except up the top, but I just put an extra sheet of ply on the bottom so I can ride it. But so now I'm going to try and get a quick session in on it. I've already tried to jump it once and just cased it, but I wasn't really committing to it. I was just trying to test it that it wouldn't break. So I'm going to set the camera up now and get the session going. Alright, that was fun. It actually worked really well, surprisingly, so I'm going to keep sessioning it, but that's sick. Alrighty, I got the X up over it, which I'm pretty happy about. Now, I'm just going to keep riding the thing because it's so fun, but I might try and get a few more clips. Oh, Band-Aid just fell off my hand, which is great, but I hit myself with the drill before. I was just screwing in one of the things over there, and the drill just popped out of the screw head and cut my hand, but oh well. Alright, let's continue the session. Well, that was scary. Oh, I thought I was dead then. That's enough for tonight. Alright, I might wrap up the video here then, guys. Make sure to subscribe, it really helps me out. I'm nearly at 100 subscribers, as you can probably tell. But yeah, let's make this channel get way bigger. This thing's awesome. It's going to be a bunch more content of me riding this thing during lockdown. And I might even be extending it. I don't know, depends on when I can get the plywood and stuff. But when lockdown's over, there'll be a bunch of skate park videos and just a bunch of riding clips. Obviously I can't do that much here because it's quite a small ramp, but other than that, I'll see you later. Peace.